All right, round two. I think we're gonna mull this hand. Like, we have a good distribution of lands and spells, but 3 blue, some green spells, not doing anything. One's double green. One's a, you know, specific removal. One requires things. One's expensive removal. It just all equates to not that good. Unfortunately, this hand is worse, and unfortunately, this one has 1 land. But all right, let's keep that and see what we can do at 5. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, man. I almost have 6 through my turn. MTGO has this really, really frustrating thing. It's driving me nuts. But if I click off screen and then I click back on screen, it doesn't let me F6. So I end up like pressing F6 again, and it just completely screws me, and it'll go over my turn. So it thankfully it wasn't a disaster there because my opponent wasn't F6. I could have just missed my first turn land, and that would have made me pretty nuts, to say the least. So off to a pretty rocky start here. We're on a mull to 5. We're already in desperate needs of lands. Opponent's looking to play something really aggressive. If they play a freighter next turn, I mean, I'm going to need a land pretty quickly. I think I'm going to block it. If I see the Fanatic, I assume it means... Could be wrong, we'll see. Well, I mean, at this point we're screwed either way, right? Still don't think that 7-card hand was a keep. I'm trying to think back at what it was, and it was just a really extremely lackluster hand. Like a charger with no way to crew. What was it? Wasn't it just a bunch of... It was like a malfunction, 3 islands, an appetite, some other green spell. I mean, even in hindsight, that hand was bad. So we're losing here because I just don't have the ability to draw lands. But even if I had a land, this hand would be bad. Like, even with a land, this hand does nothing. We're so dead this game already, which is kind of funny. I've never had a grip full of so many cards and felt so dead. So I play this. I don't even know why we're playing this anymore. We've literally already lost. All right, so just got absolutely destroyed this game. Hopefully we can do a little bit better in game 2. It'd be nice to play Verdurous Gear Hulk once, you know. It's so rare that you get that mythic. It would just be kind of cool if I could just play it once. That'd be sweet. I'd love to play my big card once. That'd be cool. All right, so got absolutely destroyed. Did nothing. Let's figure out what we want to do. I still don't really have a sideboard plan, do I? No, I guess not. So let's keep it the same. All right, we'll play first. I guess this hand is keepable. Got both colors. Still need lands, but don't think this hand is worth mulliganing. Well, at least our opponent mulled to 5. Unfortunately, our 7-card hand is not nearly as crippling as... See, it did it again. I press F6 and it doesn't... I don't know what that is. Maybe someone else knows what that is. F6 and just no response from the interface. I don't get it. All right, land miss, which is a bummer, but something I can't do anything about. So we'll attack with the vendor and keep going. Opponent is very slow for some reason. It's kind of crazy. I gotta keep stopping and starting. I mean, granted, I'm a slow player too, but only when I'm actively making decisions. I'm not slow when there really is just no decision to be made here. I mean, you can impeccable time my curio vendor, but I mean, I don't know why you'd think about that before I attack with it. All right, I think I'm actually I'm so desperate for lands that I kind of want to select for inspection my own curio vendor, but I think I'm not going to. It might not actually be the worst idea. I mean, I am extremely desperate for land. I guess at least my opponent's missing theirs too. All right, I'm just gonna do it. I've had enough of missing my land drops. It's pretty awful, but I don't know what to do. All right. Guess we play the Theorist. Just a grip full of flyers that'll win the game. So we're going to upkeep Scry because I'm pretty desperate for that land. Keep that on top. So you can play the Outrider. Or we can go Sky Whale now. Outrider can keep the Companion at bay. And we can Nature's Way off of it. But we can Nature's Way off the Sky Whale too. Let's just play the Sky Whale. I'm alright with this. My Curio Vendor can block the Companion anyway. All right. So we'll block the dragster and take a bunch of trample. Skygate. So we can just Nature's Way this and play the Skygate to block this if we have to, I guess. Leave up the Theorist. All right. Vigilance and Trample kind of unnecessary with a creature that can only block creatures with flying, but that's okay. Opponent can't attack with the Trusty Companion anymore. Do I want to get in with the Theorist? I feel like I'd rather scry. Although, what am I scrying for? A land to play the Aviator? Or, I mean, I kind of have all the gas I need in my hand right now. Maybe it's better to just attack with the Theorist. Yeah, I think I'm going to attack with Theorist. Skygate can block the Companion. Chandra, okay. All right. Okay, so we can play the Aviator. That lets me have 2 ways to get on a Chandra, but I guess the problem, it makes the best use of mana, but the problem with it is this can get plussed. So any sort of, I guess we'll play another Sky Whale and pass. I'd rather be able to deal more damage if I have to. Does not make as good of use of mana, I admit. But I feel like there's more ways to deal with 1/1 artifact Thopters than there is to deal with a 4/3. Alright, so I guess we're back on Theorist Scry plan. Okay. Okay, Insidious Will is actually a great draw. At least we can deal with Chandra. So I guess we just counter it. I wish I could choose new targets for it, but counter it's going to work. I guess the disappointing... Did I forget to use Theorist? I feel like I did, didn't I? It's amazing how much work Chandra does, isn't it? So, don't really need a 6th land. Guess we can bottom that. So I guess we attack with the whale. Play the aviator. Well, that was a good draw. So we play the outrider. Do we want it to be a 4/4 or get a 3/3 and a 1/1? If I get the 4/4, I can block one, nuke one, and take 4, go to 2. Or we can just prevent as much damage as possible and bank on winning off Longfin Skywhale. Probably our best bet. That way we at least, I feel like it at least plays around combat trick. Although not the built to smash, I guess, but let's just, I think we're banking on Skywhale getting us there anyway, so. All right. Barely got there. So we're playing against Chandra deck, triple self-assembler. Looks fairly aggressive. Not much I can do about the aggression, I guess. So got to keep it the same still. We do have a Verdurous Gearhulk in our deck, right? All right. This is a keep. Theorist makes his hand a lot better. So much so that I want to play the Theorist first. Because I guess it depends. Ooh. Turtle. Turn 1 Turtle's good. Maybe we do want to do Curio Vendor now. Yeah, probably do. Yeah, I guess so. No impeccable timing. That's nice. So we can make the turtle a 2/5. I mean, I guess that's not bad. No 3-drop either. Well, that's nice. All right, we're gonna go Theorist now. And we're gonna use Theorist during my upkeep, because if I find a green mana on top, I'd like to keep it for this Outrider. But there's not a lot of other stuff I would keep on top. I don't know what my opponent's got in hand. Must be a bunch of self-assemblers. I guess I'd keep any land because Insidious will. That just makes sense. So bottom any non-land. Alright, so we got the land. So we can counter spells now, which is good. Even if my opponent has impeccable timing, I'm not going to counter it. I'd rather save this for the inevitable self-assembler that's coming out next turn. It's probably a pretty good chance my opponent's got 2 in hand right now, if they haven't done anything else and they have 3 in their deck. Alright, after 3 minutes of debating it, opponent decides to impeccable timing that. We're going to let that happen. Deal some damage to our opponent and pass. I assume opponent is just double queuing. I can't think of any other reason why it would possibly take this long. Alright. So we're leaving up the Insidious Will for this inevitable self-assembler. Like I said, I'm almost positive opponent's got another one in hand, but whatever. Alright, so at least we get to play Pima Outrider, which means when my opponent plays another one, I can Nature's Wrath it. Didn't even have to see my opponent's hand to know exactly what was in it. Oh my god, Verdurous Gearhulk. That's right, we do have that card in our deck, don't we? So, if I Nature's Wrath this, we can get in for 7. I think that's got to be the play. Yeah. All right, got round 2. Very good. Without the help of our Gearhulk, of course. All right, we'll see you in round 3.